thank you for coming out to talk to us. It's been a big week for Manchester United. Lots of talk off the pitch. You got the performance on the pitch. How much did you need that win?
Yeah, it was a complete week. We show a little bit the future. We dealt with the problems of the present, and then and today we had a good performance from our team. I think the physicality was there, and in this competition it's completely different. We can be the dominant team in physicality. So we are learning about us, about different competitions, how to win games, sometimes how to draw games to win some points. So it was a tough week, but a good week.
Ruben, you haven't had loads of players to choose from. Do you think that has helped you with the consistent and trying to understand the way you want to play? It feels like it's getting there a bit better, especially defence. I think dalot has been magnificent. Bruno and Casemiro coming into the team as well. He's had a great experience.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'm also learning how to use players like Casemiro, and like you said, without a lot of options, we are trying to put our players in the best positions, and that help us a lot. I think you can feel that they have more freedom, and then because of one game in Spain, that we try to use the pace of Garnacho on the right, and he showed me so many things on the right, maybe better than the left. So I'm trying to find the best solution for the team, and that helps us to play all the time with the same team. It was hard. Sometimes we lost some pace in the end of the games, but we are learning.
I know a lot's made of Rasmus not scoring a goal for some time, but you know there's many centre forwards that play this game and the only thing they do is score a goal. And if they don't do that, they don't really get involved in the game. I think Rasmus Hojlund, if he doesn't score, which he hasn't done again tonight, he still gives you things. As a centre forward, he works so hard. He gives you presence up there.
It's just because we play with the 2 10s, we need one player to push the team to make the runs, and he's doing that. He's helping a lot the team. He's better in connection. Today he did some 3 or 4 connections that can allow us to change the side of the game. He assisted for 1 goal, so he just needs to score a goal. He's so anxious. You can see the ball is bouncing.
You can see the rest of the team. So please pass him.
And the ball is bouncing inside the box. He's so anxious, his body. So he's going to score one. He deserves it.
Yeah. Ruben, there was obviously a lot of noise this week, but for me, it felt really different. It felt like the team was galvanised by everything. It felt really together, and it just felt really good today for them.
I think that's small things that are really important. We play in Spain. I think they felt that we can go to the next stage, and then we came here now with 2 days to prepare the game. That small feeling of the second half that we were there, they start to believing. And then I felt during the week they felt that we can do this. Sometimes I feel in the team we can do this. We are good players. We can be a good team. And today I felt that even we had the sent off, but even without the sent off, you feel that the team are going to win this game.
A hat-trick from Bruno Fernandes, another game where he stepped up for the team. How good is the example that he sets in your squad?
It's hard for a player like Bruno. Sometimes he wants to win really bad. Sometimes he wants to win too much. If it's not a bad thing, but sometimes he's go around different positions. He doesn't trust in the teammates, and sometimes he can show that frustration. But he's always there, and the guy that can play one game and then suddenly will be ready to play in the different position. He can set pieces. He can score penalties with a high pressure. He can make transitions in the last 15 minutes of the game with a lot of games. So it's perfect for us, and we need to help him to win titles because he deserves it.
I was just going to ask you about Bruno's position. Actually, we see him mainly as a number 10, but he's gone back inside central midfield role and been absolutely brilliant. Now, when number 10s go back into that role, it normally lasts for maybe 2, 3, 4 games, but he looks like he's capable of doing that role full time. Is that something you're thinking about?
Yeah, he's. But sometimes I need to this team someone to take the ball to the last third. So I try to use Bruno, and I push Bruno a little bit back. Like in your time, you push Giggs was one player. In the end, he's coming inside. So I'm trying to help the team, not thinking about Bruno. about the team and try to push the team forward, because Bruno near the box is so dangerous, can assist, can shoot. So
it's almost as if you need Bruno's number 8 and the number 10.
Yes.
Sometimes
it's number 6. Sometimes it's number 6. I think Casemiro gave us a little bit calm. Sometimes it takes a little bit long. When he was not playing too much, you feel it in the games against Newcastle. The pace was not there, but he's giving that first moment of build-up, and you can push Bruno near the goal. Is so dangerous there.
You talked in the build-up to this game about the importance of staying in this competition, of what getting a win would mean. It would give you purpose, it would give you energy for the rest of this campaign, Ruben. It's Lyon next in the competition in the quarter-finals. Could what has been a disappointing season have a really positive finish now? Yeah,
and then we have a lot of games in Premier League. In my head, we are going to use every minute to improve the team, because this will not end in this season. We have to prepare also the future. Against Lyon is going to be a different game, because the physicality is there. They play in the league that is so physical, like ours. Doesn't have the same quality, but the physicality. So it's going to be a different game. We have to find the different ways of winning the games, and we will be ready for that.
For now, thank you very much for talking to us, and congratulations on the win tonight and making it to the quarterfinals. Thank you, Ruben.
Firstly, Bruno Fernandes scored a hat-trick against Real Sociedad to send Manchester United through to the quarter-finals of the Europa League. So 4-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. A couple of penalties initially for Fernandes after Manchester United had gone behind thanks to Mikel Oyarzábal's penalty in the 10th minute. But Real Sociedad reduced to 10 men in the second half, and United scored twice after that. Diogo Dalot capping things off in stoppage time. So Manchester United are into the last 8, where they'll play Athletic Bilbao next. And Mike Phelan was watching that. It looks pretty comfortable, Mike, from the scoreline, was it?
I think over the 2 legs it was. They dominated quite well out there in Spain, and then obviously the game was pretty open at Old Trafford. It settled down at 1-1, but then United came into it. Obviously the sending off late in the game and allowed United to really put Sociedad to the point where they couldn't really recover. But great hat-trick from Fernandes, great performances from Zirkzee, great performance from Hojlund as far as what we've seen previously. Now can they capitalise on that and really build on this momentum that they've got in the Europa League into the Premier League? But also, can they gain confidence? It's important now that they find a way of showing this grit, determination, energy levels. They made it pretty physical, and really the crowd responded. The fans responded to all that. A great European night at Old Trafford.
Perhaps that the consistency isn't there for them in the Premier League, certainly to go anywhere near the European places. So it feels all on the Europa League. Is there enough quality in this dressing room, do you think, to go through 2 more 2-legged ties and win a final?
They've had bigger tests in the Premier League, that's definite. In Europe, they have a different mentality. They've shown that because they are showing consistency in this competition. Can they go all the way? Yeah, of course they can. They can definitely go all the way. I think the English clubs now, we can talk about Tottenham later on, they've got you by the edge of the seat of your pants, really, haven't they? But United controlled the game better, I think, and overall, they deservedly go through. It'd be interesting now, leading into that next round, that next game, what's available to them, and also what's available to Tottenham going forward. But this guy here on my left here, I've never seen anybody as nervous and jumpy in my life. But it's a good result for both teams. Yeah,
that is the life of a Tottenham fan, Mike. Thank you very much indeed for being with us. Let's talk about the other team then from the Premier League who will be in the quarter-finals, because
Alan Shearer tears into pathetic Man United and calls out 3 stars after Everton draw at Goodison Park. Manchester United may have rescued a point against Everton, but Alan Shearer was in no mood to forgive 3 of their stars for their efforts in what was a shocking first half from Ruben Amorim's side. The Red Devils are in the midst of one of their worst campaigns in decades, with off-field problems compounded by a miserable Premier League season which sees them lying 15th in the standings. Amorim's men have already lost 12 top-flight matches and were on course for another as Everton punished some weak play and poor defending on their final trip to Goodison Park. Beto and Abdoulaye Doucouré made it 2-0 at the break, only for Fernandes to spark a comeback by scoring a free kick and sending over another that led to Manuel Ugarte securing a 2-2 draw. However, Shearer hadn't forgotten what took place in the first half, pointing the finger at Bruno Fernandes, Rasmus Hojlund and Diogo Dalot for their defensive work in the first 45 minutes, labeling their efforts pathetic. He was not impressed with the way in which Dalot stood off Everton winger Jack Harrison for one of Everton's attacks, while he criticised Hojlund and Fernandes for their hopeless pressing in the build-up to Dukor's strike. "Watch Man United, watch this, I mean this is pathetic," the Premier League's all-time top scorer said on Match of the Day. "You've got players who are walking. There's no point in going in ones and twos, look at the space Everton have got to play in. Look at Harrison, look at Garner," Shearer told Match of the Day. "Both wanting the ball, both wanting to receive the ball. And if they get it, Dalot is 8 yards off. Why aren't you 1 yard off, and if they get it, putting a crunching tackle in? Then the run of Garner at will, at ease. All of a sudden they're into your back three. Same thing again, you go from left to right, take 2 touches, 3 touches, pick your head up, pick your pass, go wherever you want because it's so easy for you, because no one's working. To me it's confused.com. I'm not sure they know what they're doing in there. Look at the effort or lack of it. Everton's second goal is the worst one of the lot. Watch this from Bruno Fernandes, when Dukor gets the ball. Seriously, is that the best you can do? Take a touch, play in behind and Everton get the goal which they really deserve. So the difference between the two teams, and for 72 minutes Man United were hopeless. I look at some of the players and they're really struggling. Amorim admitted after the game that his team were invisible in the first half. "We just played one half and we managed to draw the game," he said. Bruno Fernandes was one of the players who was singled out for criticism by Shearer. The pundit wasn't impressed with Diogo Dalot after the defender stood off Jack Harrison. Rasmus Hojlund was one of the stars, labelled pathetic for their effort getting back to defend. "We didn't exist in the first half. Everything we did in the week, I think the free man was there, I think the space was there, but I think we lost balls we cannot lose. Anyone that watches Everton know they will be really good on second balls, and the 2 goals are second balls. That's why you get disappointed. But let's not just focus on the negatives. In the second half I said no matter what the result, we are going to do what we did during the week but with a little bit more energy. I think you saw it was not different in the positions, it was different in the quality with which we played the game." Ruben Amorim claims Man United looked soft in 2-2 draw with Everton. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has criticised his Manchester United players by claiming they looked soft in their 2-2 draw at Everton. The Red Devils looked set for another defeat when Beto and Abdoulaye Doucouré put the Toffees 2-0 up. But Bruno Fernandes sparked a comeback with a free kick in the 72nd minute before Manuel Ugarte ensured the points were shared at Goodison Park. Despite the draw, Amorim was left unhappy with his side as they stretched their winless streak in the league to 3. He told TNT Sports, "We need to win 3 points and we need to win the whole game. The worst part is that we are losing the ball without pressure and we are not doing what we need to do. We were soft." Ruben Amorim has accused Manchester United of being soft during their draw at Everton. The Red Devils looked set for defeat when the hosts took a 2-goal lead in the first half. "In training, we have to continue to do the same. In the second half, we changed nothing. We have to do the same thing but in a good way. We have to improve on creating chances, and in this game also we struggle with scoring goals.